Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, see, folks, I'm Platter video series videos I do for the while now, where I go over there and try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that the time I'm doing this, folks, I want you to think for a moment about the Marvel Cinematic Universe as it currently exists. Okay, now, I forget exactly what wave we're in at this point, but I want you to think about it. Okay? Now I want you to think off into the far future. After they've basically gone over there and exhausted all of the main stage players, that's when it'll be the time of Brandon Wenzel, because that's when they're going to start going over there and having to use like the D-listers like Darkhawk and Sleepwalker. We already got Cloak and Dagger. We already got Moon Knight. But I think Darkhawk and Sleepwalker have a ways to go. But hey, who's your favorite obscure superhero character? Write it in the comments, I guess, or type it. Anyway, folks, I'm inside the truck, as you can clearly see, but thankfully I'm not wearing a grody work shirt. I'm, in fact, wearing a very cool shirt, and when I wear a very cool shirt, I like to highlight the very cool shirt. What very cool shirt am I wearing today, folks? Boom! It's my weird Pac-Man shirt. These are the ghosts. That's Pac-Man. And there's like bottle antidepressants, and it's a whole psychological mindfuck thing. Very, very fun take on the whole Pac-Man thing. I saw this like several years ago now as like some artwork that came up on Facebook or what the fuck ever. And I saw it and I was like, that's so fucking cool. And I looked it up and sure enough, shirt design. Shirt design! So I'm going to get to something. I'm going to review something a little bit. Just want to address this now because it has been brought up in one of my previous videos. Got a bunch of scratches and stuff on my arm. Nothing to be alarmed about. Nothing sinister. I just have a tiny cat right now. So I was going over there and originally kitten sitting for a guy at my work. Turned out that his wife is actually allergic to the cat. So now I have a tiny cat. And the tiny cat is adorable, but he hasn't figured out that he's not a little tiny baby cat anymore, so he gets a little bit rowdy. That's all that is, so I'll try to keep this arm down if I can think to do it. Anyway, what am I trying for y'all today, folks? Well, going back to the whole superhero thing, I got a weird superhero-themed drink because we got Boom! It is! Lighting! Ha 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 ha! This is Marvel Super LXR Hero Hydration Dragon Fruit Watermelon from AriZona. I'll be honest with you, folks. It's weird to see AriZona themed in like such a like hyper stylized way, like trying to be edgy kind of thing. First of all, I feel like this is a little bit like 90s flavor in terms of the way they're trying to market. Like, it's all torn up and everything. Like, they could have some Wolverine claws going through it or some shit. But yeah, it's got some Iron Man on it from the looks of things, so I'm going to say that this is Iron Man flavored. I'm aware of this, and I know that there are other flavors. This is the first one I've personally come into contact with, and I figured, what the fuck? I typically like AriZona stuff, and I like superhero shit, so let's give it a go, folks. Focus. Prevent. Recharge. These are just words. They're just words. They're just words. It's got green tea extract and the power of electrolytes. It's AriZona. And by the way, I already pre-shook it. So it's all like, shake well. And I was like, all right, I can follow simple instructions. It smells watermelon-y. Again, dragon fruit watermelon, so. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. So, my immediate thought, it feels less like a, AriZona's mostly known for like teas. Obviously, they have variations of stuff that they do. Feels less like a tea, even though it's got, I guess, green tea extract in it. More like a juice type of drink. It's very sweet and very, very fruity. And outside of that, It's got sort of a mild sourness, which I'm guessing that's kind of the watermelon. Now, I think watermelon isn't sour, right? Right. Tell that to candy and drink companies. Watermelon isn't sour. I've never understood why candy and drink companies feel the need to give like a tang to watermelon flavored stuff. Watermelon's a very mellow taste, and that's perfectly fine. That's what I like about it. But whenever you get artificial watermelon flavor, they always feel the need to like amp up the flavor, and it gives it this like kind of tangy sourness that I don't personally care for all that often. It can be done right, but in this it works because it's tapered off with, I guess, the dragon fruit flavor. Because I feel it's more dragon fruit at the beginning, and then I feel like sort of the tail off and the aftertaste is more kind of like that tangy watermelon flavor that companies seem to go with. It's not bad. I can dig it. I will say, even though I did mention that it feels more like a juice than a tea, in terms of like consistency, it's more like a tea. Like I can't really show you obviously because of the bottle, but it's not very like syrupy or anything like that. It's, pretty watery, which is, that's good. But yeah, I can actually get down with that. I think this is a good size for this. Because I don't know, like typically AriZona, you get like a big jug of stuff. I don't think I would want all of that for a drink. Because with the sort of tangy sourness that it has to it, even though it's not super prominent, that with the sweetness of it, I think would be just too much. But I think like in a more bite-sized bottle, I can kind of go with it. I don't know exactly what the hell this is marketing for. Like, it has the Marvel Association and, superhero stuff. So it's like, is it supposed to be marketed more towards like a younger audience? But then at the same time, nerd culture has become so prevalent. It could just as easily be a whatever tie-in. But then it's like trying to be extreme and it has all this extra shit in it. And it's like, I don't really know what the hell this is going for. But in terms of strictly from a taste perspective, because ultimately that's what I have to go off of, it's pretty good. I don't mind it. Like I said, I'm a little bit here or there on the sour aspect of it, but it's not abrasive or anything. And it kind of creates a counterbalance to the sweetness, which isn't awful. Like I said, I don't think I would want like a bigger container's worth of it. I think this will be about perfect for my personal hydration needs. So that's my takeaway from it. 2 questions have to be asked though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No and yes. I don't think I would get it again. It was interesting to try and it's not bad, but for me, if I'm going to go for something AriZona related, there's just a lot of other more established flavors that I can go with versus this one. Especially since this one is hard to find. Like I said, I'm aware of these things. This is the first time I've run into it. Maybe if it did become like a standard flavor in the AriZona lineup, maybe it would eventually kind of work its way into my my view more, and I might grab one occasionally. But between like AriZona and then you've got like Brisk, there's just, like I said, in my opinion, there's just better stuff available. But it's not bad, and that's why I said in terms of recommending it, I would say try it. If you're interested in it, give it a go, because it's not bad. It's just not personally something that I need to have again. So, anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me on this one. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. And folks, if you go over there and have yourselves a truly super heroic rest of your life, because, well, to be fair, that might be really difficult and potentially dangerous. But at the same time, we don't have to go over there and fight our various hobgoblins and I was gonna say mandarins, but that sounds fucking wrong. It's a little bit politically incorrect these days. but Dr. Dooms. Let's go with Dr. Doom. That kind of works. To go over there and be, heroic. Just try to be a good person, live your life. And that ties into the next two things, folks. Number one is try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, that's not always the easiest thing in the world to do, folks. Trust me. I know it. All right, I'm over here. I got a cool Pac-Man shirt. I'm drinking AriZona Marvel what the hell ever stuff. It's not too bad. It's pretty decent. But, like anybody, I have my moments. Life can be... I was over there before this. I had to go grab some groceries over at the Walmart. And let me tell you, folks, I don't deal well with people in those type of situations. Because I very much want to get where I want to get to and get the hell out. And man, oh man, you get people and they're just stopping. Oh, it's like, move. Take a step back, mitigate the level of assholeness in my life, and hopefully in your lives as well. Try to do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there and you're going to find yourself some Marvel Super LXR Hero Hydration Dragon Fruit Watermelon AriZona. Words. As I have done here in this video today. Except that you'll be living in the year 2084, where movies will be on holocrons and, or they'll just be beamed directly into the Bluetooth in your head, except it won't be Bluetooth. It'll be like green tooth or some shit like that. Green nose. You'll inhale the movie. Sure, why not? And by that point in time, maybe we'll have some Darkhawk on here. All I gotta do is live to be, I gotta live to 2084, and that's math, and I'm not good at math. But, let's just say it's not likely. Now, unless we get the whole cyborg thing down in that period of time. Maybe. And then finally, folks, conversely to that whole thing, because that's a ridiculous scenario, folks, maybe just go over there, see if you have a local comic book shop around that you haven't gone to anytime, maybe ever, or, maybe not lately. Go over there and, patron them a little bit, because, comic book shops are cool, and that's where all that stuff comes from. It's easy to forget with all the movies and the hundreds of millions of dollars. Comics are where that started.